How would you feel if the only thing we knew about presidential candidates was their stance on issues? No information on party, name, gender, race, or religious beliefs or lack thereof. 1. Would it be based on their actual stance, or what they claim is their stance? You should look up the philosophical thought experiment called the Veil of Ignorance. It poses a similar question. You have to look at all political, economic, and social ideas without knowing what your socioeconomic position is. Pasting the reply from Yuval Noah Harari to give a more accurate description of the experiment, popularly attributed to American philosopher John Rawls. You have to look at all that and then design a society that you would want to live in. But the catch is, you do not know what your position will be. You might be at the bottom, you might be at the top. The idea is that you will try to make the society as equitable as possible. Kind of like the kid who cuts the cake does not get to pick a slice. 3. I do not think it would work. It is very easy for a politician to take a verbal stance on an issue. It is different to see their actual history and actions. Politicians would just sound as vague and non-committal as possible, which they usually already do, and we would not be able to hold them accountable if they were being dishonest about their actual platforms and beliefs. It would just cause more problems, if anything. Edit Wads blew up. Please do not vote for Michael Bloomberg in the primaries. 4. They delay even more to get elected than they do now. 5. It should be like the blind auditions on The Voice. 7. The best bullshitter wins, not that that changes much, but without anything to hold them accountable to their statements and commitments, it's just a mess. 8. How would you feel if our Ask Reddit banned leading questions that begin with how would you feel? 9. Interesting in theory, but context in the form of values or motivation matters. For a very extreme example, you can go to our political compass memes and see that 2 people in a vacuum oppose chattel slavery from Africa, but one of them opposes it because the institution itself is wrong lib-left, and the other because they do not want Black people in America authright. If you're curious, you could try one of the online tests that does essentially what you're asking. I usually do I side with.